Hello student, this is Rohit Upadhyay, computer teacher at MLZS School Jhansi. Student, in this video we will learn how we can insert table on web page. So let's start. Students, here you can see I have displayed two different windows on screen. One window is a Google Chrome window where you can see we have written a paragraph, we have written a line, how to insert table. This is a heading and we have inserted a table. And other window you can see, this is the notepad window where we have written the code for this web page. So one by one I am explaining about each and every tag and attribute, how you can create this web page. First line that displays the HTML tag. All you know, to start writing the HTML code, we have to start with HTML tag, then head tag, then title tag we have to write. Here the title you can see, that is my first table, and you can see the title here where I pointing to the with the cursor. Here you can see the title of the web page, my first table. When we have to close the head and then we start the body. Here we have used some attribute of body tag, that is the BG color. BG color you can see the background color of the web page, that is yellow we have given, and the left margin we have given, that is 100 pixels. You can customize the color and the margin according to your choice. Next tag we have started inside the body tag, that is the center tag, to write the heading under H1 tag, that is how to insert table. That heading you can see here, how to insert table. This heading we have write with the H1 tag and use the center alignment. So we have used directly we can use the center tag for this. And then we have used the font face. Font face we have used, that is the Berlin Sans FB, size equals to 4 and color equals to, and show you, yes, color equals to red. And then we have used some break line code. Here we have given some BR command. So if we use any of the paragraph we will insert here, then that paragraph contain the specific font face, size and color. But we have not inserted any text paragraph here. From here we have started the commands for table. For start inserting the table, we have to use the table tag. All you know, the first tag to insert table, that is the table tag. Table tag is a container tag. Here we have used some attributes of table tag. So we will all learn some about some attribute also. There are certain attributes which we have used, that is the border. Border attribute we can use to apply or to give a particular border. Here I am showing you, if we removing the value of the border attribute, then what happened. Here you can see the previous output. Now I am saving the file and then refresh the output window. If you use the border attribute without the value, then browser gives the default border size to that table. But if you will use the particular border value, then the browser will give that value as a border size. I am giving you border equals to 12. If I am giving you border equals to 12, now save and then refresh. Here you can see browser will give the 12 pixel size of the border as for that table. Now the align we have given, that is the center. I am displaying this output window. Here you can see table is displayed at the center of the web page because we have choosing the align attribute. By default, if you will not use the align attribute, then the table will display the left side of the web page. But if you want to display the right side or the center, you must use the align attribute. Next attribute of table tag, that is the border color. Border color attribute, by using the border color attribute you can give a particular color to the border. Here I am giving the red color. Now I'm changing the color. I'm giving the green color so you can understand about it. You must use the border color attribute as same I have used, without any space between border and color, and must remember the spelling of the color. Write the value of the border color, any color name or color code. Now save the file. Again refresh. You can see the border color will change. Next attribute of this table, you can see that is the BG color. BG color attribute we also use in the body tag to give the background color of body. If you want to give the background color to your table, that time you can use a BG color in table tag, and give a particular color. Here I am using the pink color. Now I am going to change its color and I am going to give a color that is cyan. Again save and then refresh. Now you can see when we give the cyan color to the background color of the table, the color will change. Next you can see the width and height attribute. Width and height attribute we can use with the table tag to increase or decrease the size of the table. Here I am giving you the width equals to 80% and height equals to 30%. You can give the size, you can give the value of the width and height attribute in percentage format, that is easier to understand, or we can give the value in the pixel form. So here I am changing the value so you will understand. Now I am giving the width equals to 50% and height equals to 70%. Now file and save, and now you can see. Now you can see when we change the height and width of the table, here you can see the output. Next attribute of table tag, that is the cell spacing. Cell spacing and cell padding, there are two attributes. Cell spacing attribute we are using to give the space between the cell. Here I am giving the cell spacing value equals to 0. If we will not use the cell spacing attribute, then what will happen? If we will not use any of the attribute, then the browser will give the default value of that attribute. Now I'm removing the cell spacing attribute from here and then save and then refresh it. Now you can see there is a little space available between the cells because we have removed the cell spacing attribute from the code. But if you want to give some more space between the cells, you can use the cell spacing attribute under the table tag. Here I am using the cell spacing attribute, and we want to increment its value. Now I am giving the value, cell spacing value is 8 pixels. Now you can see the space between the cells will increase because we have given the cell spacing value equals to 8. If you want to more space, you can increase the value. Now I'm giving the value of cell spacing is 12. Again save and see the output. Refresh window, you can see the space between the cell become more. So if you don't want to give any space between the cells, you can give the cell spacing attribute value to 0. Now save. We have given the cell spacing value to 0. Here you can see we have given the cell spacing value to 0 and then save, and then we have to refresh it. Now there is no space between the cells. It is up to you whatever cell spacing you want to give to your table. Now one more attribute of table, that is cell padding. Cell padding attribute we are using to give the space between the cell boundary and the cell content. सेल कंटेंट और सेल बॉर्डर के बीच में अगर जो स्पेस हम देते हैं उसे हम लोग बोलते हैं सेल पैडिंग. सो वी कैन यूज द सेल पैडिंग एट्रीब्यूट हियर. Cell padding एट्रीब्यूट वी विल यूज एंड बाय डिफॉल्ट सेल पैडिंग स्पेस जो वैल्यू है वो आपको दिख रही होगी अभी आपके सेल कंटेंट और सेल बॉर्डर जो है। बाय डिफॉल्ट जो सेल कंटेंट होते हैं वो हमेशा सेल में लेफ्ट अलाइंड होते हैं और मिडिल होते हैं, वो भी वैल्यू अभी हम सीख लेंगे। सेल पैडिंग का जो वैल्यू है वो हम लोग सेल के कंटेंट को सेल के बॉर्डर से डिस्टेंस देने के लिए करते हैं। सो यहाँ पर हम लोग सेल पैडिंग वैल्यू इक्वल्स टू, मैं अभी आपको 5 वैल्यू आई विल गिव। नाउ यू कैन सी, refresh it. First I'm showing you without cell padding value. You can see this is your table. Now when we refresh it with the cell padding value is 5. Now you can see the content will slight give the space with the border. Now increase the value of cell padding. Now the value becomes 15 and then save. Now you can see this output. Now you can see that is the cell padding value of 5. Now when we refresh it, this is the output when cell padding value is 15. So you can increase or decrease the size of the cell padding attribute according to your need. So these are all the attributes of table tag. You must learn the purpose of each and every attribute of table tag. After the table tag, you must use the tr tag. Tr tag means table row. To create the row of that table, we use tr tag, and inside tr tag we have to declare the td tag. Td means table data. Table data tag we use to create a cell. In one row, whatever number of cell we want to create, that number of times we have to use the td tag in that tr. Tr and td both are the container tag we have to close. In first tr you can see we have declared 4 td. It means first row of that table is contain 4 cells. And the next tr you can see after closing the tr we have again started a new tr as a new row we have started. Again we have created a 4 td, so it contains the 4 more cells in the next row, same as continue we have done. So this is the way to create the table. In next class we will learn some more things with the table.